Hi, and welcome to the St. Charles Public Library's Starrytime, here in the Helen Gale Story Room. I'm Miss Amelia, and tonight our theme is Frogs and Toads. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and sing our hello song. You say hello, and I'll say hello, and we'll say hello together. You say hello, and I'll say hello in warm or wintry weather. Good job, you guys. Now is the time of year where it's kind of like some days it's warm weather, some days it's wintry weather. I love spring. Okay, so for our first book tonight, we will be reading Ribbit by Rodrigo Folgueira and illustrated by Polly Bernatine. Oh, so good. Ribbit. Once upon a time, there was a pond that was home to a family of frogs. It was their pond, and they were very happy living there. But one morning, they discovered a surprise visitor. It was a pig, a little pink pig sitting on a rock. Goodness, said the frogs. Why is there a pig in our pond? They whispered amongst themselves until finally the chief frog spoke up. Good morning. What can we do for you? And to their amazement, the little pig answered. Ribbit! What did he say? Cried the frogs. This pig is confused. Does he think he's a frog? Is he making fun of us? But again, all the little pig said was, Ribbit! News of the little pig, who thought he was a frog, spread fast, and all the animals hurried to the pond to see the visitor. This new relative of yours is a little pink, said the raccoon. He's no relation of ours, declared the frogs. He certainly sounds like a frog, said the weasel. Why would a pig want to be a frog? Said the parrot. And what's wrong with being a frog, may we ask? Exclaimed the frogs. Everyone started shouting at each other, completely ignoring the little pig, who just sat there, practicing his ribbit. The animals laughed and laughed, and the frogs got angrier and angrier, until finally the chief frog shouted out, Stop! We're not getting anywhere by fighting. We must go and find the wise old beetle. He'll know what to do. The wise old beetle? Gasped all the animals. But he hates to be disturbed. I know, said the chief frog, but this is very serious. That's true, the animals agreed. And off they went. And the little pig said, Ribbit? See the little pig's looking around now. The animals found the wise old beetle and tried to explain the problem. It was hard for him to understand because they were all talking at once. In the end, he agreed to go with them to the pond. But when they arrived, empty. Where did the pig go? The animals cried. Who was he? What did he want? Maybe, said the wise old beetle, he just wanted to make new friends. And off he went. Oh dear, said the animals. They hadn't thought of that. Look at the looks on their faces. And sure enough, sitting on a branch, high up in a tree nearby, was the little pig. See, he's surrounded by birds, and you know what he's saying to them? Tweet, tweet. He just wants to make friends. He was surrounded by new friends. Now they're all up there. Tweet, 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 tweet. Even the frogs. The end. Oh, I thought that one was really nice. All about trying to make friends. Well, because it is now March, I have a new little finger play for us to do in between the stories. So this one is all about a flower because I like spring. Things are going to start coming up soon. Oh, I'm just all excited about the changing seasons. So this one goes like this. Here is a green leaf. And here is a green leaf. And that, you see, makes two. And here is a bud that makes a flower. Now let's watch it bloom. Put your hands like this. For you. We can do that one more time. Here is a green leaf. And here is a green leaf. And that, you see, makes two. And here is a bud that makes a flower. Now, watch it bloom for you. That was just something fun. All right. Our next book is called Tad by Benji Davies. And it says here at the beginning, sometimes the biggest stories have the smallest beginnings. Tad. Tad was a frog. Well, that's not quite true. She was almost a frog. There she is. Tad was small, smaller than her Tad brothers and smaller than her Tad sisters. Tad was the smallest, almost a frog in the whole wide pond. She was so small that she had to wiggle her tail twice as fast as any of the others just to keep up. Keep up, they would say, or Big Blub will get you. There's Tad. Tad had never seen Big Blub. Big Blub, they said, was a great, big, nasty fish. Big Blub swam in the deep, dark, murky part of the pond. He was as old as the mud, they said. He would wait till the sun went behind the clouds, till the whole pond was gray. Then he would glide out from the dark patches and... Oh, no. Tad did not want to know. She decided to not believe in Big Blub. But but just in case, she kept to the shallow, sunny parts of the pond where Big Blub could not get her. And when the sun went behind the clouds, she carefully hid behind the rocks and plants, hoping that Big Blub would not find her. Day by day, the tadpoles grew. They grew back legs, then front legs. They grew webbed toes. Their legs grew longer. Their legs grew stronger. And stretching their forelegs as wide as they could, they felt like they wanted to climb out of the pond. They rushed into the shallow water quicker than you or I can blink. Swoosh, wiggle, swish, swish, wiggle, swoosh. Their tails got smaller and smaller until they no longer had tails at all. We've lost our tails, we've lost our tails, they cheered. All except for Tad. Every night, they would find a big leaf and curl up together. But as the nights passed, Tad noticed fewer and fewer tadpoles to curl up with. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Each night, Tad counted her tad brothers and tad sisters. 5, 4, 3. Where had they all gone? She didn't like to think. Tad played in the shallows with her last tad brother and her last tad sister. You can't catch us, Big Blub, her last tad sister called out into the shadows. But soon, there were just two. It seems there are fewer of us than before, don't you think? Said Tad to her last tad brother. There they are. And then there was only one. But she was strong and she was clever and she knew all the best hiding places. Big Blub would never catch her. Oh no! Big Blub! Ah! Tad swam faster than she had ever swum before. Oh no, oh no. Then Tad did something she had never done before. She swam up and up and up and up. Big Blub sank back to the deep, dark, murky part of the pond, back to the mud where he belonged. Glug, glub, blub, 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 blub. Tad climbed up onto a rock, her big round eyes blinking at the bright sky. It felt good to be out of the water. I've lost my tail, I've lost my tail, she sang. Tad was a frog. She had a funny feeling, a twist in her belly, spreading out to the ends of her toes. She coiled up tight like a spring and jumped. Look at all of her tad brothers and sisters here. Da-na-na-na. Yay, good job, Tad. The end. Oh, those were some nice, fun springtime frog stories. I hope you guys had a good night. And that does mean, though, our last book means we have to sing our goodbye song now. All right? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Everyone give yourself a big hug. Night, night, sweet dreams. See you next time.